Welcome back to Keep It Local. On Wednesdays, we like to talk with Julie Jeske, our relationship coach, about all sorts of life issues. She joins us now. And today we're talking a little bit about what to do if you want to make your relationship a priority. Your partner?
Not so much.
Yes. Hard, right? So my first question would be, how do you know your partner doesn't want to?
Maybe they say, I don't really feel like going out on a date night, or I'm too busy, I'm too tired.
Right.
Or they think nothing's wrong with how things are.
Yeah. So it's important to make sure that they really truly don't want to, and that it's not just you thinking they don't. Because sometimes we think, oh, they don't want to go out tonight. They must not be as invested in the relationship as I am. Or, oh, you know, I haven't been complimented on my appearance in a while. They must not be attracted to me anymore. So making sure that you truly know that your partner is not as invested as you are, then you can use some tools to try to kind of pick up the pace a little bit.
So how do you find out if they're truly just
you could
not
say,
that?
instead of going home and being like, honey, I want to make our relationship a priority, which might be like, what does that mean? Just like, you know, I really miss you. I feel like we haven't been spending that much time together, and I would love for us to be able to schedule something about just the two of us this week.
And so what happens when your partner comes back and says, like Jenny was saying, everything's fine. What are you talking about? I see you every day. How can you miss me?
Which is a total guy thing to say.
Right. And can be really hard for a woman to hear. So you can be a little sly about it. So you can choose.
Sneakiness is what she's endorsing right now. Be sneaky.
Yes, a little sly by doing something you know that they will like. Because one way to a man's heart may be through his stomach, but another way may be through the bedroom. So if you say like, well, what I was thinking is having a little sexy night together, I highly doubt they'd be like, absolutely not. I don't want to make my relationship a priority.
You just throw in the
way.
word sexy.
Yes. Yeah. I thought we could go to a hotel for an overnight, just the two of us.
Julie, wow.
Yeah, and that makes it a priority. It gives you what you need. You're getting more of that time, and then it shows that by making it a priority doesn't mean I want you to sit and talk to me for an hour, because sometimes that's the fear, like, oh,
that
priority.
would be the kiss of death.
We have to process. You know, we have to talk about our feelings, which can be important, but that's not the only thing. You can make it fun. You know, it doesn't have to be this like, let's all get dolled up and go to dinner. It's like, let's go do something fun that you like to do. You like photography? Let's take a class together.
Yeah, just spending time together in some way and focusing on that time together.
Right.
But there seems to be a lot of sort of hard feelings that we have, right? At the times where we say, gosh, it seems like they don't care as much. We tend to internalize that and really feel badly. Tell us a little bit about what goes through our...
Sometimes a fear of rejection. There's sometimes a fear of, well, maybe I'm not inadequate, because if I am, then my partner would just want to spend time with me all the time. And the reality is there are all of these different things that we are balancing in life. You do need to put the emphasis on your relationship, though, and sometimes your partner just, it might not even be on their radar. It doesn't mean they don't want to do it, it's just not something that's occurred to them. They may be feeling the same way. How do we know that our partner's not like, oh gosh, I really wish she would initiate a date with me?
Right.
I'm so tired of having to be the person who's always like, let's go on a date. You know, sometimes it's like, it goes both ways. We may be fearful, they may be fearful as well. So it takes that first person making that conversation, taking that action. I talk about treat your partner the way you want to be treated. If you're really nice to a person, it's really hard for them to be mean back to you. You know?
Right.
If you are making your relationship a priority, your partner a priority, it's really hard for them to be like, well, I don't want to spend any time with you.
Okay, so what do we have coming up next week?
Okay. First, I have to tell you, though, you have homework this week.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, I know the topic, so what's my homework?
Not for next week.
Oh.
Not next week.
I know.
No, this homework is about your prioritizing your relationship.
Oh,
and this is for people like Bruce, who last week said we don't have enough hours in the day.
Yeah.
Bruce Sussman, getting
10
called
minutes.
out.
10 minutes 3 times this week with your partner.
Of doing what?
Of spending time together, whether it's talking, whether you want to take a bath together, whether it's snuggling, whether it is intimate time in the bedroom. You choose it, you schedule it, you don't wait and say, well, maybe I'll do it, maybe I'll do it, maybe I'll do it. 3 times 10 minutes. That's 30 minutes. People have 30 minutes.
So that means
for the
not
week.
just family dinner time,
No.
you mean one-on-one
Intimate
time.
one-on-one time.
Snuggling in our
works.
snuggie.
That's
You can do that.
right.
My husband would not go
with the puppy.
with the puppy.
Yeah, it
Okay.
could be a walk, it could be anything, but 10 minutes, the two of you.
Okay.
All
And so
right.
then,
Next
what is
week.
coming up next week?
Next week, we are bringing the bedroom into your living room.
Ooh.
We're
Oh.
talking sexy, sassy stuff next week.
You've been getting a lot of new clients, and
Yes.
apparently they've all been.
And, yep, people want to talk about sex.
Yeah.
And so, if people have a specific topic they're interested in, I welcome them contacting me. They can go to my website, they can send me an email, or I will come up with a topic on my own.
All right.
Yeah.
You've got the challenge now. Thank you so much, Julie.
You're welcome.